Hey, Matt Walsh here from mattwalshhomes.com. Very quickly today we're going to talk about home inspections, also known as engineering reports. I want to tell you what they are not, and what you should do with the information contained therein. In New York, after you've found your dream home, you're entitled to get an engineering inspection or a home inspection. What is a home inspection? A home inspection is when you have a licensed professional home inspector come out and inspect the home. They inspect all the mechanicals and every aspect of the house from the roof down to the foundation. Some states you do this after you sign a contract, but in New York this is done between the period of time when you have an accepted offer, the seller has accepted the offer that you have placed on the home, and when you actually sign the contract with your attorney. What is a home inspection? Like I just said, it's a full inspection of the house. What is it not? It is not a bargaining tool. And a lot of people, a lot of new buyers, they come in there and they take their engineering inspection and then they come back now before contract and they want to use it as a bargaining tool. It's not. It's there to protect you, right? On the screen are an example of two things what I'm talking about. On the right, you see a chimney that's literally built up to a house. I don't need a home inspection to tell me that that chimney is in the wrong spot, right? So I'm not going to use that as a bargaining tool. But on the left, a home inspector would have to get on the roof and see that there's no capping around the chimney. That is something that you can come back and say, hey, seller, the engineering report shows that there's no capping around the chimney and therefore water, rodents, and everything else are coming into the house. That is a bargaining tool. That is what you're supposed to do. On the right, no. Here's some more examples I took from Popular Mechanics. Right? Ooh, the floor moves every time we step on it. If you have access to this during the showing and you could see this before you placed your offer, well then the engineering report doesn't need to tell you that, and therefore it's not a bargaining tool. But if this is someplace that you did not regularly have access to while seeing the house, the home inspector would come in and tell you, you have major foundation problems. You can either walk away from the deal or fix it. Look at this one here. They built the deck and they screwed it into the window. Does that look pretty good? I don't think so. But again, would you need to pay a home inspector $500 or $600 or $700 to tell you that? No. All right. This over here you can maybe see is a chimney with a cap on it. That is a homemade cap. It's actually like a rain gutter. All right. I imagine the person that did that spent more time and money manufacturing this homemade chimney cap than it would have taken to simply have someone put a proper one in. And this maybe keeps a little water out, but it's not keeping rodents, squirrels, or anything else out. Carbon monoxide. Where is the chimney venting? Into the attic. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe not. Maybe you were able to see this on your walkthrough when you were viewing the house, in which case it's not a bargaining chip. But this is if you didn't have access to it, if you needed to climb ladders. You're not doing that when you're viewing a house. Your home inspector will come up and say, hey, this is a problem. And now you can go back and say, all right, fix it, take money off, or we're walking away from the deal. Water and electricity, they always go well, right? Look on the left here and on the right. We got two cases, and you'll see a lot of this. I don't know which plumber or which electrician would ever do this. Obviously, they don't. These are homemade fixes. But again, for the most part, you don't need a home inspector to see that. They may point out other things that maybe you should know about and you should fix, but this is something that it wouldn't be a bargaining chip after the home inspection. This is something you should have seen when you walk through the home. Don't worry, Clark. I'm going to take this RV with me when I leave next month. Yes, that is an RV air conditioner on the roof of a house. That's something the home inspector might see that you might not. Maybe you didn't get on the ladder and look on the roof to see that there isn't a central AC. It's actually a truck AC. Yeah, the kids have been sneezing for months. That's because no one's ever cleaned the duct. This is something that probably would not be seen except through a qualified home inspector, because they're going to take the covers off of the mechanicals that you're not going to do on a normal visit to a house. Look at this. I've been smelling fried rat for months. I didn't know where it came from. Look at this guy here. All right, stuck between the panels. And on the right, we got a bunch of nails and hammers in there. These are, again, things that you might not see. You probably shouldn't see. You're not taking the cover off of the panels. but your home inspector will, and they will take a look at all of these things for you. Again, that's less of a bargaining chip and more of a should we go with the deal or should we not. Yeah. Oh, the roof moves every time the wind comes in. You see this big 2x6 has been held together with duct tape. Again, another thing that you can see only probably with the help of a home inspector. The key to remember with a home inspection is that no home is perfect. Every house has problems. Unless the roof was put on yesterday, it has some wear and tear. And unless the concrete was poured yesterday, there are going to be some cracks. There's going to be wear and tear throughout the house. Wood is going to be scratched. Electric may be needing to be updated somewhat, but your home inspector will point out the obvious glaring big problems. And those are the things that you should have fixed or walk away from the deal. Take the $500 or $600 it cost you to have the home inspection and mark it up to good luck if you have to walk away from a bad deal. A house like this, take a look at this house up here that we just looked at a second ago where the boards are wrapped in duct tape. If someone took the time to tie the roof together with duct tape, I don't think it's the only thing they did. This is a deal that I would probably say, you know what, I'm not even going to use this as a bargaining chip. I'm just going to go home now and find another house. Well, until next time, have a great day.